Hi Leo, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Really glad that you can join me on this reading. It's interesting. This reading is your love reading for the next 6 months. So it's a 6-month forecast of what I'm thinking could come in for some of you Leos, whether you're single or whether you're in a relationship or whether you're in an open relationship, whatever type of relationship you've got on the go, or if you're just on your own at the minute. These are the energies that I feel are coming in for you guys. How I do these readings is I shuffle the cards, I meditate. So this is why the cards now are laid before I start readings. Especially in these ones, because they take time to lay them, time to meditate on them, and it just can really kind of eat into a reading. So I have to do it beforehand. I know that a lot of guys prefer that I do it fresh on screen, but I just found that it would just eat into the time, big time. And how I do it is I shuffle the cards, really meditate on the word Leo, as I do with all the other zodiac signs, the zodiac Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Aries, whatever. And then I ask the universe what's coming in terms of your love life from between February 2016 and July 2016. And I really concentrate on that. After I finish shuffling, I lay down the first 9 cards. I don't see the cards, what they are. So then I will shuffle again. And for each of those 9 cards, I lay down what I call a clarifying card, a clarification card, which shows me, for example, your first card that I laid down is the 8 of Cups. So I wanted to see what are they walking away from. Usually 8 of Cups is a card about walking away from something. And the clarification card that came up for you guys is the Lovers. So it's walking away from a relationship or something that was very strong. Okay, or making a decision to walk away from something that is very. So that's what gives me the idea or the clarification on what it exactly is that you're walking away from. It could have been that that card turned up as being a King of Swords. I'd have known that you were walking away from an individual. Okay, but to me it suggests that there was a choice that's been made somewhere along the line. So along each of those 9 cards, I will lay down another card. I don't look at the cards at all, not unless one literally flips out, and a 2 flipped out very strongly on this reading. Either to give me clarity or to add to the situation, to give me more, far more in-depth knowledge on what's going on with you guys. Okay, so that's how I do it. These readings are kind of verging on 25 to 30 minutes, maybe 35 minutes at the most. Yeah, but I've got loads of other signs to read for, so let's see how we go in the next 6 months. I also cover with these readings partially the past does infiltrate, so I kind of go right from the past to the future forward sort of thing, if I feel that that is a necessary thing. So Leo, I feel that for some of you guys, it could have been in the past or recently that you've made a decision potentially to walk away from a relationship or to walk away from something that was very kind of strong with you, because we do have the Lovers. And I have to look at directions of the cards because it's the 8 of Cups that comes after that, okay? And I feel that for some of you guys, you're going to need a fresh start, because I have to look at, I'm kind of looking at the story, the 18 cards as a storyboard, and I'm so sorry that I can't kind of show you, I can't show you the cards, but my camera will not allow me to hone down from where I am on these cards. It's really difficult to do that. What I can tell you is I feel that some of you guys during these 6 months or just prior, have decided to walk away from a romance, a relationship. I feel that it was very strong, but I also feel that it probably wasn't benefiting you, because the Lovers is two people who are together yet apart. Okay, they're very independent as people. They're not like the 2 of Cups. But then again, if we were to look at the 2 of Cups in terms of every day, that could be simply going on a date with someone. It does say that you're beginning to fall in love with someone, but not always. It can simply be going out and having a drink and a real sexual attraction or a real romantic attraction between 2 people. But in essence, it doesn't have to mean anything more than that. The Lovers card, to me, is a far more kind of deeper card, not only because it's called the Lovers, but because it is Major Arcana, which means that the energy is far stronger and far more kind of permanent than you would get with a pip card like the 2 of Cups. It's just the way it is. Pip cards, Minor Arcana cards, have less weight. They've got less energy than your Major Arcanas. Your Major Arcanas can last an eternity. This relationship, I feel, for some of you guys was very strong, but I feel that it might have been a head or a heart decision with you guys. I feel that it might have been head or heart, because the Lovers is ruled by the zodiac sign of Gemini. Okay, so it's air. Okay, but it's also very much rooted in human relationships. So I often see this as kind of like, you've got to make a head or a heart decision. What do you want to do? What rules you most? It's also about kind of making decisions that benefit you. I'm looking at this card. I'm just seeing what's standing out at me is two people who are apart. They care about each other, but they can't kind of be together for some reason, Leo. And we see on the Eight of Cups, this is kind of, you can look at the Eight of Cups in a couple of ways, really, Leo, where somebody either walks away from something that's not benefiting them. If you look at this, I hope you guys can see, the lighting in here is real bad. Probably can't see. Oh, I hate that. I hope you can see it there. The Eight of Cups, they're stacked unevenly, okay? So it's 3 cups on top of 5, okay? I'm seeing it's really funny, but those cards stand out to me, and they're speaking the words loss of joy. Because 3 of Cups, 3 cups are on the top of 5. The 3 cups represent the 3 of Cups in the normal pip cards. 3 of Cups is joy, it's togetherness, it's union, it's having a laugh, it's conversation, it's communication, it's drinking, it's having a good time, it's fun. 5 of Cups is loss. If you look at that card on its own, 5 of Cups is loss. So to me, this is kind of like a situation where you've just lost joy. All the happiness has been lost out of it. So for some of you guys, I feel that you'll be walking away from a relationship, or if you haven't already, if a relationship, if this is resonating with you right now, it's the energy. So I'm not saying that if you're in a perfectly good relationship, that all of a sudden you're just going to decide to kind of just go, you know, that suddenly this is going to happen. It doesn't always work like that. If you're in a perfectly good relationship, I don't see that. What I'm saying is, if there's a relationship that's with you at the moment that you know is not going the way that you want it to go, or you're feeling those energies, then there is the potential to walk away from something that is not joyful, okay? But what you're walking to is higher ground. So you're searching still for something that makes you feel good, for something that makes you feel alive, for something that makes you feel complete as an individual. Because the Eight of Cups is not a card of completion. It's a card of completion in terms of you're wrapping up on something that really isn't filling you and really isn't fulfilling you as an individual. But in terms of a completion card, it's not a number 10, number 1, and number 2, you're still looking for completion. So you're still looking to go on a journey. And I feel that for some of you guys, you might be the way that I'm seeing these cards, and I feel it does relate, and I don't want to give bad readings. I'm not into that, okay, on love readings, but I'm also about telling the truth, okay? That's the way that I see my readings. I don't want to come on here in love readings and bullshit anyone. It's just not me, okay? So I can't be sat here and be like, you know, oh, it's all rosy, because it's not. So for some of you guys, this will literally be what it is, if you are feeling those energies already. For some of you guys, it won't be. It'll be something completely different, and we'll go through that. But I do feel that for those of you in a relationship that's kind of, if you're resonating with you, that's not going so well, you are looking for release. Because we have the Judgment card showing up as the next card along the top. The Judgment card is renewal. It's feeling a sense of completeness. It's feeling a sense of, it's coming back from the dead. So it's coming back from something that was inactive, or something that was not alive. It's literally feeling. The Judgment card in other tarot packs is called Karma. Okay, so it's literally rebirth. So you're walking towards rebirth. It's almost like, so for some of you guys, you're going to be reinventing yourself. Okay, and I do feel for some of you guys, you are going to be offered love. 2 potential suitors I can see coming in, and I can see a 3-way love triangle happening for some of you guys, whether you're committed or in single. Okay, Leo, I do see a 3-way relationship. We've got on one side the Page of Pentacles, who offers you something. He is offering you an opportunity. For some of you guys, it will be somebody who's younger than you. Pages are usually up until the age of 21, 22. I would say they probably go up to the age of 24. They're a young adult, yeah? So I feel that somebody quite young is going to be interested in you. And we've also got the Emperor, an older male. So I feel that for some of you guys, there's going to be a couple of people on the scene so far. Okay, this is quite a strong reading, and there's lots of characters in here, Leo. But what's interesting to me is that we have the 3 of Swords in between those guys. Okay, so I feel that there is, for some of you guys, you're walking away from something that was quite strong. For some of you, you'll be walking away from a relationship. It will be the end of a relationship. And through the rebirth, you might happen upon a couple of characters where you're probably just going to want to have a little bit of fun, okay? I feel the Emperor might take this a little bit more seriously than this page. Not because he's an old geezer, but because what he represents is stability, foundations, and security. So he might be more into having a very strong relationship, whereas the Page of Pentacles is quite young and he just kind of offers one pentacle. So it's just an opportunity. It's just a seed of something at the moment that could potentially grow. But I do feel that there are potentially, for some of you Leos, a couple of men coming in, Page of Pentacles, or women, either way, doesn't matter, male, female, general reading, couple of people coming in, Page of Pentacles, the Emperor, and in between we see the Three of Swords. So to me, and I can see both characters are looking over at the Three of Swords. It could be where both people want to heal your broken heart, or this is literally, I think it's both. They want to heal you, but they also, and they see your vulnerability, but I think it's also, where this is a love triangle between two people. But I feel it's a relationship that you've already walked away from and you happen upon two new people. Now, for some of you guys who are walking away from a relationship, I feel in the next 6 months, for some of you, I do feel a sense of a lot of conflict. I feel that this is not an easy choice for some of you guys to make. This might have been in the past where you haven't made, if this is in the past, it's just been a really difficult decision to make in terms of your love life, Leo, if you are in a committed relationship. Because we do have the Two of Swords here showing up. Two of Swords is a card of conflict. It's one where you've got, you're trying to protect yourself, but you're trying to protect yourself because you don't know which direction to take, okay? So this can be a card of being in denial, burying your head in the sand, trying to block something out. You don't want to take action on something because you're too afraid to take action. There's a lot of emotional elements associated with this, and you're blocking out what your intuition is telling you. You won't pay attention to it because you're too afraid to do that. And I feel that you are blocking it out. I feel that you're blocking someone out. I feel that you're blocking out whether to walk away or whether just to stay with the status quo, okay, within this relationship. I feel for some of you guys, you might feel that somebody's got everything on their own terms as well. And that might bring in a sense of anger. I feel that, you know, there's a guy who's showing up here, the Nine of Cups guy. This is someone who has several notches on his belt, someone who has a good time, someone who has the pick of the crop, someone who just likes wine, women and song. He likes a lot of sex. He likes to have a good time. But rarely with nines do they really like to commit because they're solitude characters. Okay, they're solitary characters, so they enjoy their own company, but rarely, I find the nines in a way sometimes can be quite selfish if we were to look at them as individuals, because the nines represents solitude, loneliness, secluding oneself, doing what one wants, indulging. This person's quite indulgent. And it might be even that for some of you guys, you are feeling blocked or hemmed in from with a relationship, really, because we do see this guy on the Nine of Cups, and he's really happy the way that things are. He's really happy with what he does. So for some of you Leos, it could literally be that you're actually the one that's really happy with the way that things are. Okay, you're really happy with your life. You're really happy with just having sex with different people, or you're just really happy with just having a good time and just meeting people when you want to meet them. And it might be for some of you guys that you know, you're involved with someone who wants something a little bit more serious, but you don't. So what happens is I'm looking at the Eight of Cups directly above that. You might, above you in your headspace, be thinking, you know what, I'm conflicted here. And that's why you've got the Lover's card as the choice. It's head or heart. Do I use my head and walk with the Eight of Cups? Or do I stay with the way things are? Because you're conflicted with the Two of Swords. For some of you guys, you might literally be burying your feelings, not showing them. Okay. For some of you guys, it will be literally be a partner of yours that's doing this right now or within the next 6 months. But I feel that there is a walk to freedom needed for some of you guys, because we have got right from the Nine of Cups, straight above that is the Eight of Cups, and straight across from that is Judgment. So somebody wants to walk to freedom. So I am seeing for some of you guys who are in a committed relationships, this is, you're wanting to walk away. Either you or your partner is going to be wanting to walk away to freedom, to something new. I am sensing here, though, we do have another character, the King of Cups, showing up. So I feel that this is a very prominent person for some of you Leos during the 6 months. This is the man here. Quite a lovely man. And it could be for some of you guys, you are torn again. For some of you guys, it will be the Page of Pentacles and the Emperor. Older man, younger guy. Love triangle going on here. Okay. For some of you guys, it will be, if you're not committed, okay, in a relationship, if you're single, literally, I can see two guys coming in. Besides the Page of Pentacles and the Emperor, where there is a love triangle I feel going on there. I'm also sensing that you've got a choice between the guy on the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, sorry, and the King of Cups. I'm sensing two guys here, two men. And here you are, Queen of Wands, Leo. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, fire sign. So this is you guys, okay? I feel that you are kind of conflicted. Who do I go with? Is it the more, is it the more faithful, stable guy in the King of Cups, or do I go for the good time guy in the Eight of Cups, okay? It could literally be where, for some of you guys, you want to walk away from a tempting offer, from a temptation situation, because the Lovers card cannot literally represent a three-way situation or a tempting offer, temptation. Because if you look at this card, it's got the snake around the tree. So the snake came in to tempt Eve to eat the apple of good and evil. Sorry, eat from the tree of good and evil, take an apple. So it's literally, I can see somebody who's potentially walking away from a tempting offer. I feel that there is going to be a tempting offer for some of you guys if you're single coming in. And this is why we've got the Two of Swords right there, directly underneath the Lovers card, diagonal to the Eight of Cups, and right at the side of the Nine of Cups, and directly above the King of Cups. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is a situation where for some of you Leo guys, you are going to be tempted, okay? And you are going to have to do a lot of thinking about this in the next 6 months, okay? Because I feel for some of you guys, you will have a good relationship there with the King of Cups. But the Lovers card suggests temptation to me, you see. And especially as we've got that Two of Swords above the King of Cups and to the side of the guy on the Nine of Cups. I feel it's almost like you get a really kind of sexy guy or sexy girl coming in and you're tempted. Which one do I go for? And we know that this is something to do with maybe an affair potentially going on for some of you Leos during the next, it might not even be an affair. I mean, obviously I've said if you're not committed, this is two people coming in, but it could be with the King of Cups as well for some of you guys who are in that committed relationship. And it literally is, do I walk away from this tempting offer? And for some of you guys, you do, because Judgment is next. So you're walking away from a situation that may have been around for quite a long time. You're walking away from a situation that may have been quite secretive, bogging you down, and you're walking away, I feel, from a situation where you felt potentially unclean with it. I'm sensing here, because Judgment tends to wash things away, and it's a new day. And it's a new dawn, and it's feeling really good about yourself again. It's kind of listening to the wake-up call, watching the red flags, and really being happy that you've kind of taken things on board. This is also a card, I feel, of making a decision. So literally, I feel that some of you guys are just walking towards making an absolute decision. For some of you guys, you might be experiencing cheating around you currently, potentially, or you might have experienced that, because we do have the Queen of Wands who looks directly over at this guy on the Seven of Swords. So it could literally be where you're watching a situation where somebody's trying to play you, potentially, Leo, over the next 6 months, okay? But this person is no good because he looks over at his partner who is worrying here on the Nine of Swords. Okay, so this person doesn't really care what he does. It's a really interesting, because there's so many characters in this reading. It's unbelievable. I am seeing, as I've said, for some of you guys, a love triangle. Page of Pentacles, the Emperor, two men looking over at the Three of Swords. As far as I'm concerned, that's kind of like two people who might be interested in you, two people who it might be difficult to make a decision with, okay? I'm also seeing conflict again between King of Cups and also this guy on the Nine of Cups, okay? Trying to block something out, not knowing whether you want to stay with someone or whether you want to kind of take somebody's tempting offer up. I am seeing a tempting offer coming in. Okay, it could be two people that you meet at the same time. So there's potentially for some of you guys no cheating at all. It's just a case of who do I commit to? Who do I go with? You're kind of really conflicted about it. I am seeing some deception potentially in love because we do have the Seven of Swords showing up, which can it can infer deceptive situations. I am also seeing some kind of very fiery energy going on here because we do have the Five of Wands and we've also got the Hierophant, which is a number 5 card too. We've got 3 number 5 cards actually: Hierophant, Five of Cups, and the Five of Wands. And fives in the tarot are very interesting because they're often about challenges. And they're often about having to pass through really difficult phases. And I am sensing some difficulty for some of you guys over the next 6 months in terms of relationships. But I feel that for some of you guys, it might be what you've created that's caused this. And I feel that this reading is really telling you to choose your friends wisely or choose situations wisely. Because I feel that it's the decisions that you make that will create good situations in your love life over the next 6 months or bad ones. It's the choices that you make, and I feel that you need to be alert to whatever it is that you choose to do over the next 6 months, because it could cause hurt for you and potentially for others. But this is only, remember, this is a general reading, guys, so it doesn't apply to everybody. I'm sensing here in this reading that this is literally, in terms of your love life, about doing the right thing. So I feel that for some of you guys, if you are in a relationship, in a committed relationship where there is some form of conflict, I am sensing that some of you guys are going to be seeking counsel over that. You are going to be seeking some advice because we do have that Hierophant card. And as I said, whenever a card is chosen, firstly, what I then do is I choose another card to get clarity on that, okay? So why do I have the Hierophant here? Well, it's because of the Five of Wands. There's conflict here that needs sorting out through the Hierophant, okay? So I feel whatever conflict is happening here in some of your relationships, you're going to be seeking wise counsel on this, okay? We have the Five of Cups, which infers some regret or some upset in a relationship, okay? And we do have that Three of Swords. So this would be very befitting with this, Leo, that there maybe has been some separation and loss potentially within a relationship, okay? And I asked the cards, well, why do we have the Five of Cups here in terms of love for some Leos during the next 6 months? And it's because of the Magician. This can either be a card of what you have created, what you have put into place, or this can literally be a trickster or a liar. And we do have that Seven of Swords there, guy, okay, who is causing some upheaval with the Nine of Swords, okay? So be careful of that one in the next 6 months, I feel, in terms of your love life. This video may not get many likes, and it might get people saying, what are you doing? This is a hard... But what can I do if a lot of cards turn up like this? And I'm not going to try and twist readings around. I'm just not going to do it, okay, to suit people, okay? If you don't like the reading, then go over to another love reading and be happy there. But I'm trying to be as honest as I can, Leo, with readings. It's not a bad reading. I just get a feeling it's a warning, or it's the cards trying to say, you know, that you need to make your choices wisely, because we do have the Chariot card here, and the Chariot is all about moving forward through a conflicting time, through difficulty. And that's because you now have options open to you with that Seven of Cups, okay? So there is love coming in for some of you guys, okay? You are going to be moving through this, okay? This is also to do with things that you choose that enable you to move forward, okay? Making the right choices. during this period. Okay, I do feel for some of you guys, and it's a really weird reading in a way, because I'm trying to find some really positive aspects about this, and there are really positive aspects. There is love. For some of you guys, it will be a new relationship, because we do have the King of Cups popping up there. So if there isn't a King of Cups in your life at the moment, then there will be within the next 6 months. But please also be aware that there may be some other person coming in as well. The guy on the Nine of Cups. Both of these guys could be water signs, okay? Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian males. And you may be conflicted over this, okay? Because you might like both of them equally well. So you might be strongly attracted to both of them. But one of them might seem more tempting than the other. This is what I'm getting from this reading. And you may need to kind of get some clarity on this. You might decide to walk away from the person who is offering you a lot more temptation than the other. When I look at the King of Cups, he just is a really nice guy, it seems to me, because he's very emotional. But then we can't always say the King of Cups is nice, because he can be a bit of an asshole as well at times. But if in terms of stability, he would be the one who would more likely be happy to give you that, okay? But also, we can't say it really about the Nine of Cups guy. The Nine of Cups guy can sometimes be quite selfish in love. He can be a selfish dude sometimes, because he's used to having everything his own way, and he's just really satisfied with, you know, enjoying his life on his own and just sleeping with women when he wants and doing what he wants. Which is why we've got the Lovers there, I feel, as well. He's quite a tempting catch, if you like. He offers a lot of temptation. But I feel that it will literally, for some of you guys, be, whether you're male or female, whether these characters are male or female as well that come in, it'll literally be, do I stay with what is tried and tested, what I know, or do I go with what seems, you know, a little bit more grounded, or do I go with the person who's a little bit more fun? Okay, so you're kind of having to decide, do I want a really kind of sweet relationship with someone, or do I just want to have fun? I feel that some of you guys will need to choose between whether you want to have fun or, you know, have a much more committed long-term relationship with someone. I feel that some of you guys are going to need to be aware that somebody might be trying to deceive you in the next 6 months. So just keep aware of that, okay? That sometimes people come into our lives because they are there to kind of give us lessons, teach us stuff, that type of thing. So be aware of that, that somebody who comes in could potentially cause a little bit of stress, because we've got the Nine of Swords here. And the Nine of Swords is, this is either stress that this person is causing maybe for their partner or someone else, or this is stress that they're causing for you, because we have the Nine of Swords here, which is the stress anxiety card. And obviously I need to pick a clarifying card to show me why someone is feeling stress on there. And it's because of a liar. It's because of a deception, okay? And for some of you guys, it will literally be where you have to seek some counsel. It could be legal. It could be anything other than legal. It could just simply be, you know, going to a marriage advice counselor, that type of thing. And that'll be because of arguments or some real kind of fiery energy happening within your relationships. I do believe that you're going to be seeking some counsel here. There are new love opportunities coming up for you, okay? For those of you guys who will have left a relationship, because we have this Page of Pentacles, the new opportunity coming in. It's grounded, it's earthy, it's real, it's quite realistic. It's a new, literally, it's not up in the air. It's literally, yeah, I'd like to really get with you. Opportunity coming in. And that's because of the Judgment card. Okay, so this is through rebirth, through renewal. You're going to actually have new opportunities in love coming in. These are for you guys who have walked away. So if you've walked away from a really intense relationship, just know that through healing, and I feel that a lot of you guys have been probably working on yourself as well, through healing, new opportunities come in. And this person will be looking to heal your broken heart. Okay. That could also, as I said, be a love triangle, because we do have the Emperor and the Page of Pentacles at either side of that Three of Swords. And they've both got their eye on it as well, okay? It's almost like you've got a couple of people there who really want to be there for you. I do feel, yeah, there is sorrow showing up in here in terms of love for some of you guys during the next 6 months. I do sense some regret through something that you have created, or someone that you trusted. So I feel that if you do go with a tempting offer here, then it can kind of, especially if you're with someone, if you go with kind of like a Nine of Cups guy, if you're with someone like the King of Cups, someone who gives you everything, but then you decide to go with, you know, you get tempted by someone and you decide to kind of sleep with them or go with them or that type of thing. I feel that the cards are saying it could, you know, end up badly. Okay, so I feel that the cards are saying you need to kind of make the right choices. All right, you need to make the right choices in love. Okay, and you also need to kind of be selfless in that as well, because I am seeing some sorrowful cards here. 9 of Swords, 5 of Cups, 3 of Swords, you know, 8 of Cups, depending on how you want to look at it. But I do feel that you need to make the right choices for yourself during the next 6 months. It's not a bad reading at all, not in the least. There are options there for you. There are definitely options coming in, no doubt about it, in terms of love. So if you're single, definitely I'm seeing a couple of options here, okay? Either Page of Pentacles and the Emperor, or King of Cups and the guy and the 9 of Cups, okay? I am seeing options here. I am seeing choices that need to be made. I'm seeing if you're in a relationship that there could be a tempting person that does come in offering you something, okay? And you are going to be conflicted, okay? I am also seeing, for some reason, some of you guys, if you do something behind your partner's back, that it could be fessing up or admitting to something, I feel. And it might cost you dearly as well, okay? I see some regret over something you've done or something that you've created over the next 6 months. But it's just telling you to be careful of that. That's all. Okay? If this has already gone by, then fine. But I'm just saying that for me, the cards are warning you to be careful of these energies. Okay? But other than that, I feel it's going to be a great 6 months for you, Leos, in love. Okay? I feel that you've got some really wonderful stuff coming in, especially choices. But you just need to be careful of what you choose and who you choose, because sometimes people aren't all that they seem to be. And it's also interesting as well. What I'm seeing here with the Queen of Wands is that she is looking over at the guy on the 7 of Swords. She's not looking over at the King of Cups. Obviously, she can't because she's in one. Her head's in one direction. Okay. So yeah. To me, she's looking to do something here, but it can only lead to sorrow, okay, as far as I'm concerned. I feel for some of you guys there will be an inner battle going on in terms of your love life within these next 6 months. That's your reading guide for your love reading. If you didn't like it, I'm sorry, okay? I'll try and be as positive as I can. I do see some really good stuff, obviously, in these cards, but I am also seeing, you know, I'm not going to repeat the same love meanings all the time. I read what I see in the cards, and that's that. You know, the love readings are very good so far. This is the first one where there seems to be a lot, I mean a lot going on. A lot. But I do see some conflicts here, whether you're single or committed, in terms of love in the next 6 months. And it's for you to make the right decisions and sort your head out on that. Okay, that's your reading, Leo. Thanks ever so much for your time, darlings. And I'll speak with you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.